Znajdujemy się na Tajwanie podczas Computex 2026 i za momencik dołączy do mnie Chad Chiang, jest to przedstawiciel, inżynier firmy Synology. Przeprowadzę z nim wywiad, w którym poruszę tematy, które wydaje mi się, że nie tylko mnie, ale również Was mogą zainteresować w kontekście właśnie rozwiązań, które dostarcza firma Synology, a także tego, co w przyszłości mogą wprowadzić i jak dbają o bezpieczeństwo naszych danych. Bo tutaj przypominam, że Synology to światowy potentat, jeżeli chodzi o dostarczanie rozwiązań pod storage, czyli NAS, ale także usług chmurowych i do generalnie zastosowań biznesowych, zabezpieczania danych i generalnie szeroko pojętego backupowania. Cały wywiad będzie po angielsku, ale niczego się nie obawiajcie, wszystkie kwestie będą dla Was tłumaczone w formie napisów. A teraz zapraszam do mnie Chada. Hello Chad, let's start with you introducing yourself.
Hi, I'm Chad. My last name is Chiang, C-H-I-N-G, and I've been taking over Synology Europe since earlier this year. And I have been in Europe from UK to Germany and then to France in the last almost 5 years. And I've been to Poland 3 to 4 times already. I was in Poland for our VIP event in April. It was a very beautiful country. I also tried the pierogi, yes. So it was very delicious, and I'm very looking forward to meet every one of you very soon. Yes.
Okay, so what is your role in Synology structures?
I'm the managing director for the Synology Europe. So I basically in charge of all the sales and marketing responsibilities within Synology Europe.
So let's start with interview, and I will start with the easy question.
Yes.
So what kind of NAS, of course Synology NAS, do you use in your own house, and what is the most unusual thing you run on it?
I had 2 Synology NAS since I joined. The first Synology NAS I had, I think it was DS415 Plus, running more than 10 years. And it was still running fine. But then I moved to UK. I decided to get another NAS, with me. So then I bought another DS925 Plus.
Okay, much newer.
Yes, much newer. But my 450 Plus is still running at my parents' house. So I use as a remote backup. Both NAS are still running quite fine. And the most unusual thing I use on my NAS, I don't think many people use it, I guess. I use a log server to collect all the network logs from my networking devices.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So routers log, switches log, the gateways log. So I set up everything because my parent had a small business. I set up their network and storage server on my own as well. So I use a log server. Yeah, I think that's something I will say, at least for me, it's the most unusual.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. So I have more questions, very
Alright.
specific questions for you. So let's go to the harder stuff.
All right.
So the first real question is, so the ransomware is nightmare actually for everyone
Yes.
now.
Yes.
And how does DSM's new immutable snapshot feature technically guarantee that even an admin with, of course, compromised credentials cannot delete a backup?
All right. So basically, our immutable snapshots for backup, the whole concept is based on the technology of write once, read many, right?
Okay.
So basically, how that is, we actually have that technology built right inside the kernel label. So basically, if you have a immutable snapshot created, you will have a attribute it flag. This is immutable. So basically, even an admin or with a root access privilege will not be able to delete the backups. With this, even a smarter hacker would thought then I will just try to delete the whole volume or whole share folder, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. So,
And however, that if the volume share folder will have an immutable snapshot within the folder, then it will inherit it to the parent folder as well. So the whole volume and the share folder will also not be able to be deleted.
okay.
So that is how it was being designed. So I think the way how it is being designed, I will say for most cases it is quite, unless someone just
yeah, physically
took
grab the drive and
took a drive away, then it's a different story. It's a complete level of security breach. Yeah.
yes, but then you have copies on the other sides, so
Yes.
you're
Yes.
still
Yes.
safe.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
You should have actually.
Yes.
those.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, that was a nice answer. So the next question. So everyone, as you know, especially on Computex, are talking about AI.
Yes.
It's quite annoying actually, but how does Synology utilize artificial intelligence right now? And do we will see an AI-driven automated data tiering or maybe even predictive maintenance in DSM soon?
At the Computex booth, you already see some of the AI stuff we are trying to bring out. But for us, we are not in a hurry to bring out any AI driven features or products. The reason is that so far we haven't seen any real AI solution, at least in the NAS industry, that will actually benefit any consumers or business that in a very, very short term. So, but I mean, we are still definitely developing into the directions to bring more, like you said, AI automated tiering, something like that. I think that is definitely something very, very good. It's something we are working on. I'm talking about more AI-driven data management. For example, traditionally, we all have the traditional folder structure, right?
Yes.
Everyone manages the data. You put it in different folders, you put it in your different directory structures. And you imagine probably one day, you probably won't see that happen anymore because it all based on semantic search in the future, right?
Yeah.
Because if you have a huge amount of data, you probably won't remember where you was, right? So having a strong semantic search function to get the files of data you need will probably be more essential. But we are still working on. We want to make sure the AI feature when we bring out.
Or maybe if the Jensen Huang dream came true and
Yes.
the PCs will be driven not by the human but by the AIs,
Yes, exactly.
then the AI don't need the file structure. It just needs the files.
Exactly.
Then this kind of special type of NAS for the AI.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, for us with Synology, in terms of AI directions, it's very clear. We have two directions. The one direction is what everyone is talking about, is the agentic AI. Right? So basically, with the agentic AI, all we need to do is make sure we can allow the agentic AI to run on such NAS, and then allow the agentic AI to have access, either API access or other access, to our applications or the storage structure, right? So this is something that we are working on, but this is also everyone else is working on. So for me, I think this is to provide flexibility for the customers, for an option for them to choose. But the real value of Synology ourselves is the other side of the AI. We're currently we have our own Synology office suites, Chat Plus, and everything else that create our office productivity ecosystems. This is where we find having our own AI built in our solutions will make a huge difference. And this is something where we are working on and quite a lot, and we put most of our efforts in as well. Yeah. Imagine the surveillance stations we have is getting smarter and smarter. Now, you used to, I remember back in the days, a customer will receive probably hundreds of notifications a day from the single cameras because it detects the motion detections. And when the time goes, you just ignore them. You know, I had the same problem in the past. I had the Synology cameras and the notification before the AI powers capability built-in started running. The notification is just, it blinds your thoughts and you just ignore them.
Yeah, I guess this is something that makes the Synology NAS so unique.
Yes.
Not many competitors have this kind of feature.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move to the next question. This time we go into the hardware.
Yes.
Because as you know, YouTube viewers loves
Yes.
technical specs.
Yes. Yes.
And many of them actually don't choose the Synology NAS and they just prefer to build DIY NASs.
Yes.
Just because they then can get affordable 10 gigabits per second Ethernet.
Yes.
And when actually we will see the 10 gigabits port become standard baseline for the home and maybe even small and medium business Synology devices, like for example, I don't know, Plus series.
Yeah. First of all, right now we do provide the option. High-end model definitely had a 10 gigabit built-in. But some of the lower-end model, we also have the option to add the 10 giga port card as well. However, for example, when you mentioned Plus series, when will the Plus series to have a 10 gigabit built-in as a default?
Yes.
For me, at least within the next year, I don't think it will happen, because the reason is because for small and medium business, and because Plus series is mainly focused on small medium business and the consumer area.
Yes.
And where we don't see the market currently has the demand yet, and everything is very expensive right now with the increasing cost of the hard drives and memory.
That's true.
I don't think it's a good time, to make it available so far. I mean, if there are people who...
It for sure would raise the price of the NASs, but in the other hand, now users, I don't know, for video editing, for AI usage, they need the bandwidth, which is not supported for the baseline.
So this is why we do have models who can allow those customers to plug in an optional 10 gigabit card. So I think there is option right there for people who want to use it, but making it a default built-in, a 10 gigabit port, I think it will make the cost a lot higher. And when we make the product, we always believe we want to make the we want to make the product affordable to everyone. And what I mean affordable, there are two sides of what I mean affordable. One side is cost. That is what we think cost-wise is probably not a good timing, not make it default component for the Plus series NAS. Second, affordable is making technology affordable. We always believe if technology is too hard for everyone to use, that it's not good. We always believe MIS, IT manager, should have very easy to use software as well. So this is how we always believe.
That's right. So maybe next question also about, actually topic you mentioned already. So with the NVMe drives becoming extremely expensive right now,
Yes.
but at the same time, all-flash NAS systems are rising in popularity. Is Synology planning to expand its consumer portfolio with the pure NVMe fanless and silent desktop units?
That is a very interesting question. And as you know, we have recently launched our NVMe Pass 7700 series. And with the increasing cost of the SSD on the market right now, I will say yes, having a smaller NVMe solutions is something we are actively looking into. But I don't think we have a clear roadmap, but it's something we are evaluating. Because with the current SSD prices, I think it's already gone 200, 300% more.
Even higher.
Even higher.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you can't even get hold of the stock. Yes, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't think this is normal.
Okay, I was hoping for better answer, but I guess that's the time we're living in.
Yeah.
So maybe now let's go to the hybrid ecosystem.
Yeah.
So why should a modern business choose a hybrid cloud approach?
Yeah.
With Synology C2, I mean, instead of going into public clouds like AWS or Google Drive. What is your killer feature in this case?
I will say, I mean, if you look back in the last 10 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the world is always in a balance, between on-premises and public cloud. I mean, you can see that when public cloud was first starting, everyone was saying, yes, moving to public cloud is the best way to go, right? Cost was something that was manageable and something it was quite easy to manage. It was back in the days. But then when you see the last 10 years, there are different noises, and we see that a hybrid cloud is the best solution that people should have, because you will have the data sovereignty, you have the data ownership, you also have the flexibility of the cloud services. So I think that is the best scenario that if you want to build a company's infrastructure, a hybrid cloud should be something you put in place. You shouldn't put everything on the cloud, and you probably shouldn't put everything just on premises.
Yeah, it's like another layer of the security of your data.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you should always, unless you are a company you have multi locations in the world, right? So you are able to separate your data, then it's probably fine. But I think the cloud services I would say, it's always quite flexible in terms of accessibility and others. So I wouldn't say any killer feature, but I will say having Synology NAS with our own cloud, C2 cloud services, it is a very good combination, because there are features that only we can provide it with the C2 cloud services. Let's put it this way. So, I manage my parents' company's IT infrastructure. So, their business data stored in Taipei on that DS415 plus NAS, and then I back up the data to mine 925 plus in Germany right now, and then I use the C2 backup, Synology C2 storage. I back it up from Taipei to the cloud, so he will always have 3 copies.
Very secure.
For his data. It is very secure, and I also use the hybrid cloud. Synology hybrid cloud for them. So they could easily access the data, from anywhere. Well, even though they could access data from the Synology NAS directly, but if they are sometimes on business trips, somewhere, sometimes cloud access is a lot easier without VPN. So
That's right.
yeah, so and I also use the hybrid cloud to sync the data to my DS925 Plus as well. So sometimes they need help, I can just access it from my 925 Plus in Germany, take a look at how to help them out. I think it was quite ideal how it was used, and this is also the exact scenario how Synology use it as well. With the hybrid cloud that we have subsidiary office in France, Germany, and UK, we all leverage the hybrid cloud with Synology headquarters as well. Mm-hmm. So we all the data are stored at headquarters NAS, and then all the local hybrid cloud data, we all have the hard cache in our offices. So it was quite useful.
I guess it is important even more here in Taiwan when you have so much earthquakes and things can go wrong very quickly.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So I will say it's the integration and usability that makes us unique and differences.
Okay, so this is why you should choose the C2 instead of going for Google Drive or AWS.
I will say, in this case, I will say because integration is the best. The second, cost-wise, our cost is also quite competitive compared to Google Cloud.
Okay,
Amazon. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a good answer. The better integration and cost isn't as high as someone could think.
Yes.
Okay, so Synology recently expands into true high-end enterprise territory with the PAS series, especially DPS 7700, and this is a massive shift to a dual controller, active to active NVMe architecture. And from an engineering standpoint, what were the biggest challenges in adapting the DSM environment to run simultaneously on the two active controllers?
I mean, for the PAS series, the dual controller, right?
Yes, exactly.
When we first designed the PAS series, the dual controller systems, that potentially will allow them. When you first create the volume, the storage pool, you need to assign a controller on it, and so you can have two dual controller, two different storage pool linked to different controller, and each controller will be able, when it goes down, the other controller will be able to take it over simultaneously. So basically, everything that is writing to the same control, it's going to the same controller. We will create a path also to the second controller, make sure it can take over immediately. So that's not just at the data, but also at the application level. So everything else that runs on it, if one controller is down, the other will take it over. But if the affected controller was not tied to any storage pool, then technically it's just a standby controller. If it fails, it fails. It doesn't have any problem. So this is how we allow people to have flexibility between high availability, also, and the balance on the performance.
Is it less secure than the single controller?
I wouldn't say security-wise there will be a difference between a single controller and a dual controller.
Okay.
Yeah, because the architecture-wise, it is the same design. It is still the same design.
Okay, so you're not making more risk when you're doing the active dual active. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's actually nice. So I think we can wrap it up and with the rapid fire questions.
Yes.
I have 3 of them.
All right.
So, BTRFS or EXT4?
BTRFS.
Definitely. Okay.
Yes. Snapshot, of course.
Yes, exactly. So, next question. Active backup or hyper backup?
Active backup because it has CMS features.
Oh, okay. I didn't thought about that.
Yes.
Okay. Now we got me on board, yes. And the last one. What is the number one configuration mistake user make?
I will say it's using the admin account to back up everything.
Yes.
You know, you basically you have one account to do
I
everything. I think that's the worst because if it got compromised, you lost everything.
But this is so convenient just to make one account and set something up and just use this account to manage a whole NAS. And if it is just for the small company for home, it's I guess okay. But for big companies, no way.
Yes, but you will be surprised how many companies
I guess
still use it.
Lazy admins.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, thank you for this. It was quite long, but I hope that our viewers also enjoy it, and it was very enlightening, I guess.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the Computex.
Yeah, thank you.
I will try to.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.